Alrighty guys, welcome to the Premier League Summer Grand Final. It's Luke Anglesey here, and next to me is Jeremy Bauer.
Hey everyone, back again for another awesome final.
That's it, taking you through this match. Steve Papalia's gone in off early on in the frame, and Tristan's trying to sort out the out here. I think he's still got two. And that yellow down the bottom rail there is kind of in the way. And that's why the whites stayed down there. If that yellow down on the bottom rail wasn't there, he'd have a lot better shot at this this red. But if he has two, he still should be in a good position, which he clearly does. He did that
really
perfectly.
well. They're not easy shots to play. Sometimes, you know, you hit them, drifts across the table, and it hits a little bit thick or too thick or too thin.
Definitely.
So he's played that really well.
And that's nice. It's all he really needed to do there. He didn't want to, try and get two straight because he would risk snookering himself. So that's perfect right there. A nice easy black. I didn't see who won on that other table. Did you?
Scoreboard should move.
So just while we're getting started, guys, might as well just quickly give a shout out to our main sponsor, Advanced Auto Tune. Nathan McMahon's been good enough to sponsor this event. So any mechanical, if you need a service or anything like that, any mechanical needs, hit him up. And
so we start off with 1-1, eh?
Yep, no bad little start. Got Jack Hunter on the far table there. And Ross Fraser for the Bandits, both quality players, and should be a good frame there. And on the but we'll focus on this front table here. We've got Mandar up against Beck O'Mara for Craigie Rack Pack.
Big break, but the Reds have clustered up a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, another dry break. You'd be looking at yellows here. There's only really one or two yellows that are an issue.
Do you look at the develop on the first shot?
Yeah, that's actually, I didn't even see that myself, but that's probably the right shot, to be honest.
Because then you would have been able to get that dead ball off. You're always on the other ball.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Or at least if she did want to go for that ball, the one that she did go for, just screw back slightly so she gives herself the angle to get it out next shot.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just going to back herself down the rail, but this isn't an easy out, that's for sure.
Maybe the double's on. It's hard to see on the camera, but maybe the double's on. If it is, she could play it now and just drift the wide around.
No, I'd say it's... it could be, but it doesn't look
like it does it. Not when looking at the table. So we got Mando at the table. Mando's had a really good year this year, hasn't he? Oh, or
Well, last
sorry.
year was
Yeah, last
massive
year
for
played
him.
awesome.
He's made the Australian team for the two-shot 8-ball. Played awesome over at Nationals there.
Great shot.
Not a bad shot at all. And then he's gone over to the black ball world titles, and his team won the whole thing. So yeah, definitely playing well.
And then he made the black ball national side as well. Won the singles.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing him here very shortly playing in the black ball titles.
Now, I just wonder how he's planning to do this. It looks like he's potentially going to go for the double on that red and try and open up the other one. It's a very aggressive option unless he's looking. It's kind of hard to see how close those reds are. He might be looking at a little safety here. No, he's going for it.
That's just opened everything up. See, if Beck actually played the develop on the first shot, I wonder if Mando would have actually played that.
Yeah, I'd say he would definitely not, because I suppose that's really his saviour ball at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how close that yellow on the near the left hand centre pocket. Don't know how easy that is to pot, or if it's pretty close to the rail there. I'm not too sure. Once again, pretty hard to say, or hard to see. But it looks like it might not be on either, which gives me more of a reason to believe that's why Mandar played that shot, because he knows Beck's got a few dead balls.
Oh, it's just left the gateway.
Yeah, but when it's down on the rail, I suppose.
Looking at the table, looks like it goes pretty easy.
Yeah, definitely.
But he hasn't got a good starting ball.
Yeah, he's a snooker player. He'll knock in this long red and screw back in there. Perfect, mate. No, he's.
If only we could all do that.
Yeah. And once again, giving the double a go. But yeah, I guess it's a pretty good shot, really, because Beck's still got, at least one tricky ball, and if that one over the near the centre pocket there's dead as well, then that's two tricky balls. So Mandar might as well just open up his balls in the meantime. Especially with that red that's just been placed there, it's going to be really hard for Beck to get onto that yellow down on the right there.
So Ross had a win on the back table there.
Yeah, I think that was a master visit. I'm not too sure. I wasn't paying too much attention, but it seemed like a master visit. So
it's just put down as a win on the score sheet.
Okay, yeah, but sometimes they miss it.
Yeah, could have. So I was going to say, if I was Beck, I would actually be trying to cover that pocket properly,
Yeah, well,
try and get the black's pocket.
I think she was trying to do that with the plant there and try and leave the yellow over the pocket, but it just hasn't landed that way. Now she's playing this shot, she actually really does have to block it. It's very important. I just think,
still a gateway there.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a gap there for Mandar. So it's pretty much up to this shot here. If he can back himself with a long pot.
But it's also a shot to nothing, because that yellow ball is pretty dead, So he's got a good chance here where he can just have a go at this long pot.
Yeah, he's almost got a free shot
something
up.
else.
He's played a real shot to nothing. That's a.
So I don't like that, because I think she's got the face cut double on here. She's got a chance to just cut the face cut double. You've got a big pocket with that yellow next to it.
Face cut double. I feel like that'd double kiss, but it is tricky to say. I feel like if she cuts it a bit too far, she can even get the face cut triples. So I'd be hitting this fairly hard. So there's a double kiss there, and that's a pretty good result.
That's a good result.
And I mean, obviously it's a bit of luck there, but I just think Manda should have just gone for it in the beginning with the
especially
long red.
The way Mandar's been playing. Like, I would have backed Mandar to knock that long red in all day long.
Yeah, I know.
Twice he had the chance.
The last couple of weeks he has been struggling a little bit, so maybe that played a bit of a factor there.
Definitely.
Yeah, but now he's in a bit of a tricky situation, you know.
Well, I think he can actually, just play for this cut, can't he? He's just gonna have to back himself and play the cut. He's just gonna cannon into the other red, so it's not like it's gonna, going off or anything. So he's just got to play.
I have a feeling there's a chance of it going in off, especially off the Yeah, see, that's a nice shot though.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he was really worried about that in off, and even if it didn't go straight in off, it could have flicked off the red.
Off in the red,
and then gone in off. So it was a bit of a risky shot. But I don't mind that shot there. He's just
she's just
keeping it safe.
Plant here. She's going to try and cut the yellow onto the yellow.
It'll be big. These are tricky shots. Yeah. So now.
Okay, well he's got an easy opening ball here.
Yeah, that's it.
But he wants to land with a good angle on this ball on the top rail.
Yeah, so they're all there for him. It's just he's basically just trying to figure out how to go about it, what the best way is. Obviously, knock this one in first. There are a few different ways you can go about it. Probably get the one on the closest to the camera here next, and try and land the white towards the middle of the table. So he's got his option of the two ones in the centre.
Okay. I'd actually play topspin on this and play the other one for the opposite middle. And if you run too far, you're on the one to roll in the middle.
Okay, and what if he lands there?
Yeah, well that's it. You've got to roll the one in the middle now, don't you?
Yeah.
That's how I would have played it, yeah. Same way you just did. So now he has to roll it in and then play the longer pot.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, as I said, there's a few different ways. It's just personal preference, really, but as long as you can still get it. That actually went in quite easily. I thought it was a bit...
Take the outside one and then the middle one last.
Yeah, that's it. And you'll want to try and be fairly straight on
the black.
Or yeah, and on the one in the middle.
Yep.
Fairly straight. So we can just screw back and land straight on the black as well. I was just about to say he doesn't want to land short. I feel like he's landed short.
Back off that easy.
You reckon?
Yep.
There's just more room for error now.
There is, yeah. But he still can do it. I don't think he'll have any issues here.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like should be fine, but
He's playing top.
Okay.
He's opting for the double.
So he obviously thought he couldn't get the right position on the black there, or he didn't really back himself because of that.
Off the yellow.
Yeah, but it does look like it was a pretty big pocket. But you see them double kiss and the yellow going in, and you end up losing the frame. So yeah, he's got it.
So that was an interesting frame by Manda. He played a few shots differently to the way that he normally plays from what I've seen, but
definitely got the result in the end. So
he got over the line.
Yeah, that's it. So Cannington actually won the Winter Comp last year, so they're going for back-to-back.
Oh, Eddie.
And the last time these two teams met, they was the semi-final or the qualifying final. I'm not too sure what you call it. And Rat Pack actually won that one and got straight into the final. So Bandits would be keen to get one back on them. I do actually think it's a pretty tight contest, just on paper. I think Bandits might have the slight advantage, but it is close. What do you think?
Yeah, well, the Bandits are the reigning champions, so they've obviously shown they can play under pressure. But
Yep.
The Rack Pack, after their performance last week, if they can play like that, then they can take it to anybody.
That's it.
So I reckon it's going to be I reckon it's going to be a really tight match. I reckon it's going to be really close.
Definitely.
And I'll be interested to see how they both use their power play.
Yeah, it's another big thing, isn't it, in this tournament? I love the power play. It just brings that extra aspect into the match, and yeah, it's always pretty exciting. And you can never be too far in front. The other team can always peg a few back if they have a good power play.
Well, when I was setting up the stream, I'm going, oh, what's it the best of? What's it a race to? And then I'm like, well, there kind of isn't until the power play's being played. You know?
Exactly.
So it's like an unknown. So we got Ben Tyser on the back table here on the black ball, and Ben's been playing phenomenal all season. He's really stepped up his game. So it'll be interesting to see how he puts the black away in this game and gets a bit of confidence.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He's part of the reason. I'll get to this frame in a sec. But Ben's actually part of the reason.
Nice black.
They're in the final. He played massive last week to in a close match. I think he won 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 or whatever it was. And it was a very, very close match. And he really did step up. And if it wasn't for that, they may not have been in this position.
I don't see what Tristan's doing. Like, it doesn't look like there's an out there.
Oh, he's obviously. There was one. If he played it all right, he's gone for the cannon. That to the yellow near the red there. I'm pretty sure. But he's missed it, and sometimes you really do have to get them ones.
He's got a bit of control though, doesn't he? He's got.
I don't think he does, to be honest. I feel like maybe at the moment, but Jack's got 7 balls on the table.
Oh yeah.
And he will take control. I'm sure of it. He's got plenty of options. He'll be looking for a way to try and block that top right hand corner pocket there.
For sure. Yeah.
Because that is the main pocket.
Yeah.
It's got 2 reds and a black around it.
Into the jaw. It's dangerous.
White could go anywhere.
Those dangerous shots that you just don't want to play.
And he'll have to hit it fairly hard if he wants to cut it.
I wonder if the yellow pushes under the red.
Yeah, I think that's what he's looking at now, and that's not a bad idea either.
Oh,
that's not bad, not bad.
He hasn't left Tristan on this red here into the corner, so he can't get above it to put it behind, put it underneath the yellow.
Yeah, that's it.
So I think Tristan's going to play for the double and develop if he's going to, go all out. Otherwise, he's just going to leave it there and leave it close.
Yeah, I think trying to go for the out is pretty ambitious. That's obviously not what he was after.
I was talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't think it goes. I think the black's in the way of the double.
Yeah, not too sure to be honest, but either way, he was in a bit of strife. Obviously, the result didn't work out for him either, so still not over. A few tricky balls for Jack, and I think he's going to try and help himself out a lot here. If he can get the double and promote a few balls, this really is the shot. Really, like if he gets this right, he's got a good chance of winning the frame. And
I don't feel like you can actually get it developed from there.
I think off the red. I think, yeah. Oh, look at that! Oh, gee. Yeah, it's tricky. I think Yeah, he really does need two on that black now, so every shot's important. This is the next most important shot. I don't. It looks like he's got a bit of angle, which means I don't think he'll be able to get up high enough on that yellow. We'll see how he plays it. Yeah. Tell you what though, he's got very good angle. I'd be cutting this yellow in now, in the centre, and trying to get the black out. You know.
Okay. It's definitely a good option. I was thinking either as a defensive, pot this yellow that's on the pocket now and come down and put the yellow underneath the red and take the pocket. So you have to come down this left rail and put it back in.
Okay.
If you're going to try and get control.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he might just be going for it and playing the double. I wonder if the triple goes under the red.
Okay.
Pot the black and play the triple under the red.
I just wonder if he's still going for the extraction or not.
On the black.
On the black, and then.
I think you just risk pushing the black closer to the pocket.
I'd be going off the back rail.
Oh, okay. Into it from underneath.
Yeah, but I don't. If you were to play that shot, you'd want to play it last shot. So I don't think he's really going for that anymore.
Let's see what he's got.
Oh,
that works.
That's pretty good.
None of us could call that one. What a shot!
Jeez. I tell you what, these shots aren't easy either. If this is close to the rail, he needs to hit this with a bit of pace, a bit of stun to come back up for a decent position on the black. Not easy. Oh, what a great shot.
Played that well.
What a great shot.
Well, he didn't need the back rail.
What was that?
He didn't need the back rail.
Nah, that's it.
What a killer shot.
Yeah, it was huge. Yeah, that's a beautiful out. That's a very impressive out. I feel like Craigie did really need that one, just to peg it back.
So it is 4-1 now.
Yeah, 4-2 now.
4-2 now.
And you know, if Cannington get too far in front, it's going to be pretty hard to get back. So Steve Papalier on the other table's gone in off again. In his first frame he went in off, and he's done it again. So Johannes is at the table with 2 shots. It's pretty hard to see what's going on. But from what I can tell, they all look pretty open. So very, very nice break by Ross there. Both balls look pretty good. Pretty much one tricky one for either one. When I'm looking at going for an out, you basically look at how many tricky balls there are for each colour, and it's pretty even for yellows, and now he's basically got the only hard yellow out of the way, so he'd be pretty happy with his position right now. so he's missed that yellow, but he's got control of the pocket now, or he's got control of the frame, and Kieran's got a bit of work to do to just stay in it, really.
Do you think if you pot this long red, you can play the red closest to the top right under the yellow and just cover the pocket?
It's not a bad idea. I like that shot, to be honest.
That's a great shot.
If he's
on it.
If he's on that red, to be honest, it's a pretty tricky one. If you were to do it that way, where you ended up just blocking the pocket, you're just buying time, really. Ross is just going to knock that yellow out.
Oh, Johannes has gone too far and snookered himself.
But to be perfectly honest, Kieran's in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah,
I think,
you're in big trouble. That's why I was thinking just you need a bit of time, to try and see if you can get in, get some control and get into the game.
Should I tell you what? That might have. Well, I was going to say it might have bought. Whoa! Johannes has just come out of the snooker and
kicked it
that's
from behind.
Massive and landed on the black. You'd be pretty happy with that, I reckon. Yeah, he's got it. Gee.
What a huge escape. He's come off the top rail and just potted the red and landed beautifully on the black.
Okay, so if you're Kieran now, back at the table, it's not easy, but there's no real safety. There's not really many options in the way of playing
the
safe.
punch double under the yellow and try and clear the pocket. Try and open the pocket up.
Oh, right now it's not a bad idea, but
I can't see anything else on this.
I mean,
potting balls is a bad idea at the moment.
Well, potting balls is the only option he's got, to be honest. I'd definitely be going for the out, that's for sure. But you really got to keep control of the cue ball in these situations, and he's already kind of lost it. I don't think there's really much option for him now. I don't know if that red doubles into the centre. Might be an option.
The face cut.
The face cut.
The red on the left of the table.
Yeah. He's in a bit of strife, that's for sure. Oh,
he's come off the yellow and got it.
Oh wow, that's actually.
Go. So I wonder if he can actually cut this red into the top left pocket and screw off the rail, and screw it off the rail and land on the red, or come into them.
Yeah,
and open them up.
I think holding for the red is
too difficult.
Yeah,
I think you got to go into them.
Yeah, I think you got to knock this red in, come off the side rail, and go into him.
What's he playing? Is he playing like the
this
plant?
Is a plant.
Oh, this is huge. Oh my god.
That's actually pretty unlucky, eh?
Well, if it doubles under the yellow, it's it's on.
Then position on the black's tricky as well.
Yeah. Because you've got to get the white out the way, don't you?
Yeah, but even you'd have to get position, you basically want to be screwing back where the white is and coming back off that rail and out again. I don't think this is a big pocket. I feel like there's a big gap in between, so he has to either come off the yellow or go straight in. Oh, gee.
And he's snooping himself on the black.
That's pretty
unlucky. That would have been a big out, wouldn't it? The red plant was huge. To see that plant.
Oh, you never know. You still could get it.
Oh, of course. I mean, we just watched Johannes do it.
Yeah. Gotta get one back for Craigie, I think. I'd love to see this go in.
Kick shot it.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Ross's biggest issue right now is this one on the right cushion. Just getting it and then getting positioned to another ball is going to be his biggest issue. He might even opt to play it last.
Straight on it.
Okay, so he's gone. You'd almost, if you're Ross, prefer to just roll this over the pocket and not even go for the out, because trying to get position from here is pretty tricky, but he's actually...
Screw into it.
Okay, wow, that'd be...
Just off.
Yeah.
You don't really want to be playing it last, do you? You know?
Nah, I mean, if you can get the right angle, it's just one of them things. I actually think this out didn't look that hard, but I feel like it was.
He's got lucky.
Oh, now he's got 2 rail balls. Just wonder if he's... I think that cut's probably not really on, is it? It's a thin cut if he does if he does go for it. Oh, gee. It was actually probably not as thin as I thought. He almost got it, and he played it fairly thick. It's not bad though, I tell ya. You really only shot here. If I'm Ross, I'm actually playing the plant here. I'm backing myself. Because that goes in, and now what? You know?
Yeah, I don't see...
If he plays the plant, it's a pretty big pocket, and you're likely to get it in.
Get it in or cover.
And open up your other ball.
Yep.
And
so now it's... And the face cut's a double kiss, so you can't play the face cut.
Yeah, and...
So what do you play? You can play the double to the corner, but that's huge.
And there's not really a safety option, because coming off that rail, I reckon Kieran's going to get that 9.
He's looking at the triple.
Yeah, well, he's looking
at punching the triple.
So, and I mean, I think that cuts fairly easily.
Yeah,
if it's right on the cushion, you'd even...
No, that's not on the cushion.
Yeah, no, if it's off the cushion even slightly, it's a pretty simple cut. Yeah, he's nailed it. And that white ball, where's the white going? Oh, the white's gone in. White's gone in that bottom left pocket.
Wow.
Jeez. That's
all you can say is wow.
Pretty bad luck right there. Especially in a final, you want every...
When they're that fine, the white just runs so much, you know? It's like...
Yeah, definitely.
Could he have played it a little bit softer and just dropped it in? Or did he have to hit it that hard? I'm not sure. It's hard because he was in the way of the shot to see, but...
Yeah, I think, he's played it the only way you could really play it is... You had to hit it with a bit of pace and you had to cut it in. Maybe put a bit of left to get it out of the way, but I don't think you're really thinking too much about, a couple of inches of the table when you just need to cut a ball in. But that one does hurt, you know. It was looking like it's going to be pretty close there, and all of a sudden it's 6-2, so...
yeah, that would have been good, 3-5.
Yeah, that's it. So Craigie's got their work cut out.
Mr. Hale in the back table there, battling it away against Mander.
I don't know if he's got 2 or not, but geez, if he's going for the out with 1, this is very, very tricky.
Steve's actually landed on that difficult yellow. He's got a chance here.
Yeah, I did notice that. Must have played him. I didn't actually see the shot, but he must have played it very nicely. There we go. So it's getting tight over there, I tell ya.
Hey, you'd back Mando to clear these.
Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to keep an eye on both frames here. This that's perfect by Ben.
Great
I was
shot,
just about
Ben.
to say this is the shot here.
That was the shot.
He's just gonna, and he's actually done it perfectly. Oh, well done by Manda. He's actually got that. I don't think he could have hit that better, Ben. He's even landed on the one on the left rail. He's not choosing to go for it.
I think that's my last ball.
Yeah, I
rail,
just realised that then. He's run a bit too far though.
He just wanted to hold up, so he was on that one to the middle, didn't he? You know, just get rid of that.
Just run a bit too far.
I mean, you can play for the plant, but the white's running this way. You know, it's not an easy shot.
Just wondering if the double's even on, but it doesn't look like it.
He might be playing the plant just to cover the bottom pocket. Yeah. Unlucky.
Yeah, it's that was a very tricky
yeah,
shot,
very
definitely.
Hard shot.
But
Mando's cleaning up over there nicely. That looks like Mando, I know.
yeah, that's it. It's feeling good, I reckon. So 7-2 to the Bandits now.
Well, we need Craigie to fire up a bit.
Yeah, well, this is the beauty of Premier League. Oh, no, that's not very good, is it?
Beck's dropped the white.
I just wonder, I'm not too sure about the strategy behind the power play, but I just wonder if it's a good idea for Rack Pack to use it now. Just try and give themselves... What do you reckon? Do you do it now, or do you...
Well, that's right. I mean, if I was the Bandits, I'd be using mine the next round to try and really put the put the pressure on them.
Yeah.
You're already 7-2 down. You know, you put more pressure on them with an 8-2 if Benny finishes us up, and then you play your power round. If you win, you know, even if you win 3-2, you're flying.
Yep.
So I think the Rack Pack need to play their power round next and stop them.
Yeah.
Because if they both play at the same time, it kind of cancels it out for the other team, you know.
Yeah, I think so too.
But it depends on. I think Tristan's a captain, is he?
Yes, he is. Yep.
Yeah. It depends on if Tristan's thinking like that. Ben's playing this really well. So I'm taking the two reds up the top table. I'm taking the red into the pocket and using the other one to come back up for this red.
So you reckon the one closest to the camera last? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because otherwise this is going to run the wrong angle.
I like the way he's going about it.
So he tried to hold it. Oh, he's going on a shot. I didn't know he had a shot. Yeah, gotcha. That's right. Back winning off.
To be honest, I do think he should have played...
Just to leave it on.
Well, I think he should have played the one he just played. I feel like he should have played the shot before, if that makes sense, instead of going the one in the bottom left there.
Yep.
Because that one in the bottom left, that actually went in the centre as well.
Okay.
I feel like he could have just done that one across.
So this is what I'm saying. So you just cut this in thin and drift up the table, and then you play the red, and the black goes into both pockets. So depending on which side you land, or how high or how low you land on the red, determines where you're going to go for the black.
Yeah, that's it.
So you got a few options. Don't want to be hitting low on this though.
That'll do. I think that's pretty good.
Because you can just bounce off the rail and just miss the middle pocket, come down that side.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to push it up the table a bit more with his cue there, but I don't think he really needed it.
This is absolutely perfect. Just top spin and you'll come like off the rail and back down.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
It's just a natural angle to come back down for the black. You sort of focus on the pot here.
quite low on the white.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't think he needed to put the...
He tried to force a 2-rail angle,
put
yeah.
Put the stun on there, but I don't think it was really required.
I think natural ball would have brought you down perfect.
Yeah, that's it. And when you're trying to stun him in like that, with the angle it's on, it's pretty... It's just a more difficult pot.
So let's see how Rebecca does this.
Yep, she knows how to tie up a game, that's for sure. Draw the 2 shots. Is that for the 3rd round, or is that for this round? Oh, okay. So I haven't played yet. Just looking at the points for Craigie Rack Pack, it looks like they've put in their 3rd round and they're actually over points. So someone better let them know, otherwise they won't be winning a frame in that one either. Especially if they put the power play on that one, that would be a bit of a disaster.
Sorry guys, I'm back. We're just having a bit of a discrepancy with the points here, so we'll just see what comes out of it. They got Scott Alexander twice.
Oh, is that right? No wonder why.
Kieran, you got Scott Alexander twice.
I feel like they don't have to stop this frame for that. Because this is still the 2nd round.
It's all good now. It's all good now. It's fine now. It's fine now. Scott in? Yeah, you've changed Scott because you had Scott in twice. It's all good. It says Papali in now. Is it all good? Yep, it's all good now.
So
Screen come lighten up red.
jeez, it's all happening, I tell ya.
Love and life.
So Beck's probably going to put in another snooker, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And this one, I think this one's the hardest one to get out of them all.
She's given her a single rail from the right hand rail. He can just play off the right hand rail and hit it.
Yeah, he can. Hard to judge these ones though, and it looks like a big ball to hit because it's near the cushion, but there's a big gap in between, and I reckon 90% of the time you find that gap.
You go straight in between.
It's probably smaller than the ball, but you get it every time.
It looks miles off.
Oh, yeah. I told ya.
The gap.
It's crazy. It's crazy how much
Luke
you can...
Angusley, commentator curse.
Oh, gee.
Why have they got 6-2 up and I've got 7-2?
Yeah, no, 7-2 is correct.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're right.
I'm looking at them.
Yeah, that's the shot there, Beck. They are all pretty simple from here, so she should be getting this.
Would you just roll this yellow in the middle and then take the one above the black? Because
Yeah, I
it's
think
easier
so.
to get to, you know. It's just flows.
Yeah,
Just
that's
roll
it.
this in, then take the one above the black, then bounce off the top rail and come back up.
Yeah, exactly right. She's playing it well so far. Yeah, I mean, I'd be landing this one, trying to land the white down, pretty much touching that top rail there as we look. Giving herself angle to come back up the table for the one in the centre afterwards.
Okay, I'd try and land high.
Okay.
I try and land above the cush because, well, she's gone for this ball.
Okay, anyway, never mind. I mean,
Does she land on the plan?
it wasn't a bad idea, I don't think, but yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd be going for the plant now. You'd just be rolling
You
this
can
one
just
in.
cut it in, can't you?
Yeah, just cut it in.
It looks very, very thin on the actual table. I don't think she can cut it in.
I think she can cut it in fairly easily. You'd be wanting to. Okay, well, she's going a different way. Oh, that's very good.
Just play the plant, why don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
That was a great shot.
She's got options here either way.
I like middle ball last.
Yeah, I do too, but both work.
For sure. Like when you want to rewatch a shot. Alright,
Nice.
she puts one on the board for
Nice
Craigie.
work back, and I think they really did need that.
They did.
7-3 now. I really do think they need to use their power play now.
I reckon.
If they can win the round with their power play, let's just have a bit of a think about it. If they win 3-2,
Yep.
they're basically winning 6-2.
Yep.
Which brings it back to 9-all.
Correct.
And then it does. I mean, Bandits obviously, because they haven't used their power play yet, still are in front, but the pressure is back on them. So, and I mean, Craigie can even win a 4-1 if they play well, and all of a sudden the pressure's
They're
really
ahead.
really on. Yeah,
We watched
exactly.
that last year. They were behind and then they came back in the final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's amazing.
So,
That's what I love about the power play. You're
Yeah.
never out of it, even though you look like you're completely out of it.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
never out
I
of it.
mean, if this was say a Super League grand final, there'd be a lot of strife, but there's still a good chance they can get back here if they have a good power play. So, should be interesting. Both teams are going for a bit of a chat. They will probably be discussing these
The
sorts of
power play,
things.
yeah.
So, should be interesting to see what happens when they both come back. And in saying that, Bandits might be thinking, let's do our power play now as well. You know, they'd be discussing it.
That's it. But how many good shots have we already seen? Like, I mean, they've run into trouble, but they've got out with some of the biggest shots.
Yeah, definitely. Johannes has won. Taste the cake, I think. Coming off the top rail and cutting his ball in and landing on the black.
Yeah.
Can't really get much better than that.
That was awesome. And then Jack Hunter's extractor black. I mean, you couldn't hit that much better. The black come out perfect.
Yeah.
Beautifully on the yellow.
Oh, that was huge, wasn't it?
It's been some great pool played. And plenty more to go. So I think, just analysing what we have watched, Rack Pack have had their chances. It's not that the Bandits have kept them off the table or completely, controlled all the games. I think the Rack Pack have had their chances and just maybe some a bit of early nerves in the first round or so on. And
yeah, definitely.
Couple of missed shots and.
Yeah, so I couldn't agree more. I mean they've both had their chances. Bandits obviously have just been able to capitalise on their opportunities a bit better at this point, but it can all change. And yeah, it could all change right here. Okay, I like it. So Craigie Rack Pack are using their power play.
Okay, so power play for the Rack Packs.
Yeah.
So the bit of a explanation on the power play. If you haven't watched this league before, they came up with a way of having each team to be able to choose one round where they can play the power play, and every score equals 2 instead of 1. So this is really crucial for Rack Pack. If they win one frame, they get a score of 2. What this also means is that the Bandits still have their power play to use whenever they want.
Yeah.
So it's not over, and even if the Rack Pack win all 5, the Bandits have still got their power play they can use as well.
That's exactly right. And I just noticed one thing about. I feel like has a lot to do with the power play. Atmosphere's just jumped up a notch here. Like everyone's clapping a bit harder. Everyone's cheering a bit more because obviously Craigie want to start winning a few in their power play, and Cannington Bandits they know it's their time to stop them. Really, it's a big deal.
If Cannington stop it, and they don't get any double points, well,
Yeah, exactly right.
It's a long way back.
Yeah, definitely. So this is make or break for the Rack Pack at the moment.
So Kieran on the table.
I actually like reds here, eh?
I don't like the red on the left-hand side of the table. The one on the cushion. Yeah. That one to me would be, I'd be trying to do whatever I can to extract that or get rid of that. Unless he's planning on playing it up the rail and potting the yellow and leaving it covering the other yellows.
No, well, it doubles. So maybe not at the moment, but once you clear a few balls out of the way, it doubles for sure. So I think that's his best option here. That's too short. He really did want to be high on that. Sorry, I mean low. It depends which way you look, but he wanted to screw the cue ball back a bit further than that because now the white's going to be travelling up the table. Oh wow, I actually thought the angle was completely different to that.
I think he borrowed a bit of pocket. He pushed it into the right of the pocket to try and hold it. I think you were right. He was a little bit out of angle. So let's see what he's got here. Because even if he plays a double here, what do you do with the white? You have to screw the white out.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, he can't play the double here because that red's in the way. But I was thinking double that one on the rail, but you got to have the position on it first, really. So.
Alright, so he's playing this red here. If he misses this, he leaves him on his yellow. Oh, that's a great shot.
Hey, this is crucial now.
See, I still like playing the red down the rail and just potting the yellow and just taking control because that other yellow is really difficult.
Yeah.
If you pot this yellow by the black, you can't play that shot again because it's too open.
I agree with you there, Jeremy.
He's going to cover here, isn't he?
No. Okay.
He's going to cover the black.
Okay, that'll do. I don't mind it, eh? I don't mind it.
It's not an easy out for Mando, that's for sure. But see, if I'm playing this, I'm going to pot the yellow and I'm going to hide the white up here with these yellows.
Yeah.
I'm not going for the out.
Oh,
Mando.
Gee.
He's left a gap though.
I didn't know that was possible. I thought the jaw would have got in the way there, but That's pretty big. So yeah.
Oh, Jack's
Okay,
got two.
Jacko's got
Nando's,
two.
I'm sorry. Johannes has gone in off and given Jack Hunter two. So if we get these two, this could really shake the rattle the cage.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Mandar's in a great spot here though, and especially if this goes
It's
in,
gone
which it
in.
has.
See, even playing this now to cover, I don't it's not. You've got to play it so well.
You do, but you got whatever you do from here, you got to play well. So I think this is your best option.
You're not wrong. Well, he could actually play the cut in the red and double the red and then play a huge shot on the black. But I think this is a shot.
Yeah, definitely. He really does have to get this though. Medium pace, not too hard. That's a nice pace. That's beautiful. That is awesome.
If Mandar can get to the left side of this yellow without hitting the red and just screw out, I reckon he can actually double those two out, bash them both out in the same shot.
So if he could cut this and knock all three of them out.
Yeah, this way. Yep.
No, I was thinking the other way, but okay, he's just buying a bit of time now.
Well, yeah, because if
I
he doesn't think the
was
black doesn't go, then he can double this yellow he's closest to and cannon the other one across the table.
I think he's just going to roll this in, or if it goes in, then beautiful.
Wow.
What?
Oh wow.
That's
different.
Hey, you can play a nice little tap snooker here though, and have real control.
You don't think it'll fall in? I hate playing these shots because if it falls in, you're screwed.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to hit the middle of it. He can hit it in a way where there's pretty much no chance. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry, I commentated curse you, Amanda.
Okay, and now he's in
a world of pain.
Yeah.
If he plays the black onto the yellow, pots the red and covers it, you'll get a massivest roar. I can't see another shot here. I really can't.
Nah, it's
hitting a yellow is not going to do you any good. I think the only shot you've got is to play the black up. Oh, he's going to come across.
Yeah, I think he kind of has to. Hopefully the white lands in a spot where it is tricky to get the plant.
Killed the black.
It's not actually too bad. These can go bad when you're playing the plant with the red onto red here. That can.
So I always play cushion first into the yellow. I never play these red onto red.
Yeah,
I always play about 2 inches up the cushion. Hit the cushion first. It comes into the yellow and pushes the yellow out of the way, and then pots the red.
It's not a bad idea. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Nathan's just called a shot, just red onto yellow onto red. Not bad.
You've got to leave the red touching. You've got to leave the red touching. Yeah, you've got to leave the red touching. He's just going to play a little chip up snooker. Oh, he just dug it out.
Yeah, just getting that yellow out of the way. Get into a better spot.
See, now if I'm Kieran, I'm just going to dig this red out. Just kick it from behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Well, if you kick it out, how's he going to get the yellow out?
You can definitely get it out. It's almost always possible.
So I'm just kicking it like that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it is the right shot. Gee, Mandar's ball is right on it, isn't it?
It's so close to it. I don't think you can get it out.
And the more you look at it, the more you think, gee, that red onto yellow onto red was probably the right shot.
Cut this down, cover the line. Yeah, perfect shot. Oh, bounced out.
Yeah, so now Kieran can just open up the black. Or you know what, he could just pot the yellow.
Yeah. and it bounces the black out to the middle of the table at the same time.
Either way, like.
I'm listening to two parrots going, and yeah, Luke calls a shot, and then Nathan calls it straight after.
Oh no, that's Jesus. Oh,
And
gee.
neither of them called that. What a shot.
I still
That's
like putting the
good
yellow, to be
pace.
perfectly honest.
It was a great shot, putting the yellow. It really,
I mean, he's played
puts
that.
you in a world of pain, doesn't it? Putting the yellow.
Especially if you can get the white like touching the top rail, then how are you going to be able to get that yellow out of the way, you know?
I wouldn't like my chances.
Exactly.
So Hunter's on the red on the back table, I think.
Interesting. The old, was it a deliberate foul snooker?
Well, this is the thing. Foul snooker, can't you just bounce the black out?
Yeah, it couldn't have been a deliberate foul snooker, because this is pretty. Ooh, can the white go in between?
He better not be able to, otherwise he can't keep the black.
Well, because he's obviously gonna
pot it.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. So, what the adjudicator should be doing is trying to put that white in between the cushion and the yellow to see if it can actually touch the red, because then it's not a foul snooker again.
So he's going to try and go for the develop here.
No, he shouldn't.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So he can just bounce the black out.
See, so he's obviously nominated that yellow, but there was a small chance that wasn't a foul snooker. I think they would have.
Well, they did ask. Tristan asked as well, and Winston said it can't fit in there.
Yeah, that's fair enough then.
So you got to play these shots well. Yeah, the way he's chalking his cue, it's like, oh no.
Gee, I tell you what, he was chalking, he was looking alright, and then he got down and he tried looking at it.
He's done.
Yeah, nice work, and that's massive for Craigie Rack Pack. I don't know who won that one on the other table there. I wasn't.
Well, we're going up to 7-all, mate. So.
Oh wow, there you go. That's awesome. I love it. And that really does put the pressure on the Bandits already.
So a couple of different ways of playing that last scenario.
Yeah, there was a few different options there.
Would you have taken ball in hand?
Yeah, if it was definitely going to be a foul snooker again, then I would have. I like the way he played it, but obviously, if there was a chance there's a gap there or anything like that, then I would be risking it.
I just call foul snooker and hit the ball in, and then just bounce a black out. Yeah, I didn't
exactly.
I did that once in a game. I actually called foul snooker, and I took ball in hand. I went foul snooker again, and they said no, and then they got the white and they put it right in between the yellow and the red.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're screwed. Yeah. Exactly. But I'm sure Kieran would have thought of that before he called the foul snooker. We've got Tristan at the table now, the captain of the Bandits. He needs to step up for his team and try and get one back, because his team needs him at the moment.
Okay, so
need a frame.
Mental Jacks asked us the question: what's it first to? So we can't actually answer that because of the fact that there's a power play in place. So a power play means that one score equals 2, and Bandits still have theirs. But once they have used their power plays, you can then see what it can actually be a first to. So we can let you know later on in the match. But thanks for the question, mate.
So it is 25 frames anyway. So generally, you'd probably be looking at first to 15 or 16, just generally. But it is pretty hard to say at this stage until both teams have done their power play.
So effectively, Craigie can win another 6 frames now. And if they do, then we could tell you what it would be first to. Once they've been played. Yeah, Tristan overcut that.
Yeah, he certainly did. And I don't think it's landed very nicely for him either. Ideally, even if he didn't get it right.
I think cutting the red across the rail to in or over or to the top right hand pocket.
Definitely.
They're all on if you get it.
Yep.
You know,
They're not all
except
on.
for the one by front of the black. Yeah.
Oh, I like this going over the pocket, to be honest. You'd
Yeah.
be very happy with that. And
That'll
Jason,
do.
I was going to say it's not a bad leave, but I think Tristan's got a couple of options here. That black.
No, just have a look at the table. The yellow goes under the red.
Yep, so the yellow goes under the red. I don't know about that yellow near the centre. It doesn't look like it goes. Oh gee, I don't know if he was
Do you
trying
reckon
to
he was
get
trying to play it
underneath.
off the red into the middle?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's Beck's still got work to do. It's one of them tricky ones. If Tristan can somehow get this red near the centre out of the way, then he's on. He's well on, But gee, he's got...
Bridging shot wasn't easy.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think this yellow could go. You can actually play it underneath that red in that corner pocket. Just in or over. I'd actually not want it in. I just want it to cover.
Definitely over. He needs to just buy a bit of time.
No, he's gone for
I
it
like
again.
this. Oh, that's
Gone for it
huge. That's huge.
Do you think the black goes?
Oh yeah, if he can get the white down on the left rail, I feel like he's got a fair bit of room to land in. Not heaps. It is awkward, but it's definitely on if he gets it in the right spot.
Okay.
Still not easy for Tristan. Yeah, it's hard to kind of see what kind of angles he has on all these balls.
I'd screw into this gap and play this into the corner.
Yep, that's exactly what he's done. He's got the pretty tricky angle though.
It's
ideally,
not the right angle. He
he wanted to be straight there so he could roll through and probably land himself the plant, a nice easy plant.
He can probably just screw off on and off the rail.
So, I think what he's looking at
through.
is actually trying to knock the middle yellow in and come off the rail and land on the one on the left for the other corner.
Yeah, well, this is a good shot if he gets it.
Oh, he's got both. He's got.
That's a great shot.
That's pretty nice.
But I still think that black's hard to land on.
Yeah, but at least he's got that pocket now.
Yeah, he does. But if he wants to go out, he has to pot it.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky spot.
The yellow doesn't go anywhere.
Does it not go in the corner?
This corner here?
Yeah, I feel like the bottom right corner it does. Yeah, okay, so Bex, she can make something work here, but she's not in the best spot.
Just wondering if she can play Mandar's shot and just double this red back onto this pocket, the bottom left red, double it back to cover the bottom right pocket.
Yep. I don't think she'll be doing that.
And you're right.
Just trying to figure out how she can go about it. Do you even consider just completely killing that black?
Well, my shot here, what I like to do is I like to play the red onto the black, play the plant, and bounce it off two rails in front of this other red on the top right pocket, and leave the white tied in there. But she won't play that kind of shot. You see what I mean?
No.
You play that and leave the black over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So play the
red onto the
black, and then
bounce.
have the black go towards the one over on the right corner
where you've
pocket.
got the pocket covered. Yep.
That ain't bad. I think she might have opened it up for him. Oh no, there you go. It's not bad. Does he go for it now though? Does he put all his eggs in one basket? sink this yellow, cannon the black, and hit it fairly hard so that there's a good chance you're going to land on that next yellow. He's not going to go for it, and that's fair enough.
I actually like playing the smother shot here, playing the red in front of the yellow on the pocket, just rolling it up so it's in front of the yellow, and leaving the white bridging over top of the reds.
Oh, she's got to
Like
hit a
that.
push.
Like that.
Oh.
Great shot.
Yeah, nice.
Now, she didn't hit the cushion with the white, she was in trouble, but
Yeah.
she did. She just got it there.
Gee, on the other table, Steve Papalier has just won, so now Rat Pack are actually 9-7 up. That's it goes to show what the power play can do, and really, if you're the Bandits, you want both these frames here. If you don't get both of them, it's pretty much I would say Rack Pack's the favourites all of a sudden.
But the Bandits still have their power play to play.
I know that, but I just still think if they don't get both here, then the Rack Pack's the favourites.
Oh, fair enough. What do you reckon Tristan will play here? Just put the red on the opposite corner?
Yeah,
Put
I mean,
the red on the top right?
I don't know what he's looking at.
YouTube.
Yeah, I don't mind that shot. It's okay, so if you back, you're wanting to get that black out in a much better spot than that, because you want to have two shots on that red near the yellow to knock it out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
So, and you know, you could get two shots right now and knock out the red, but then the black's still going to be in a terrible spot.
That's
so
right.
you want to try and get this black out early. Just even now, you know, she could potentially hit this red. It doesn't even have to go in. Get the whites come off the cushion and knock the black out. But you can't have it there. It's
So
not
I
a
like
good
plotting
spot.
this one she's aiming at now, and then just playing the plant and pushing
Yep.
the black over.
Yeah, yep.
You know?
Yep, not bad, not bad. But the other thing is you don't want to pot too many balls. The more balls on the table in this situation, the better.
Oh hell yeah, definitely. You can control a lot more.
So Nathan's saying back rail, flick the red out, white back up the top of the table.
100% right. Just get the red out of the way. Just bounce the red out, because they're all on this side of the table.
It's a big call. Wow, he's actually foul snookered. Is that
I wonder if she sees it.
oh, she'll see it.
Steve's definitely seen it.
Yeah, I don't think you should be getting up and moving around and looking for that kind of stuff. I just wonder if it is. I think it is. Steve Hale's face says it all.
Steve's going to go and break a TV. When you're out there in the limelight, yeah, you know, things can get a bit misty, can't they? You know, but yeah, I've missed a few foul snookers in my time, I can tell you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's not a bad shot. Oh, he said,
Yeah,
that's
foul.
not a bad shot.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul. I don't mind it, eh?
Wonder if it's touching.
I don't think so.
It's so good if it's touching, because you can just bang into the black.
Oh. Tristan just asked, is that a foul snooker or not? But I think it was more of a dig at Beck than anything.
Interesting way of doing it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you could do.
You better hope he wins now, otherwise she's going to rub it in.
Yeah. He could probably play a pretty similar shot to what Beck just played. Just come off the rail and snooker. I don't know. It's just there's not really much you can do in these situations. Just tip tap until something kind of happens.
Well,
I think
her reds are really easy to get out now.
Yeah, I feel like he might even be knocking that red out. Yeah.
You know, once you get that red out, then you can actually pot your ball.
Yeah,
she's got control of the black, but there's not a lot that she can do that doesn't push the black out here. So I like this shot.
You know, I'm going aggressive and just going for the pot and trying to promote.
Yep, going in the middle of the corner, and then just running into the black.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on the... Okay, she's definitely not doing that.
No,
she might be going off the red and in, I know.
She's tied the black up.
Yeah, and I mean, this is totally fine as well. She's just going to be tapping away, getting two shots and waiting for a better opportunity.
Play off the jaw and just sit on the yellow again?
No, should be snookering for sure.
So I like actually playing off the jaw and try and nestle it right up tight on the yellow so that he has to get it out of there.
Yeah, but if it's close enough, you can play the push shot and knock everything out.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was definitely not what she was after. I just wonder if that black goes in this bottom left corner pocket here. Doesn't look like it, but...
No, the red's too close, too far over it.
Gee, Tristan would love to be able to... Oh yeah, that's a nice shot.
Oh, Scotty Alexander's on the table with two reds left. Oh, he's covered the black.
Okay, ideally you want to snooker here if you're back, but it's very, very difficult. That actually works.
Yeah, I think she's got it.
Gee, it's going to be a... Oh!
Ross just pulled one out from the bag there.
Haven't been watching too many of Ross's frames, but looks like he's been playing alright, eh?
Yeah, man.
They definitely need a frame here, that's for sure. I don't mind that shot from Tristan. The question is, I'm just trying to work this frame out a bit, to be honest.
I like potting the red and then just kicking it from behind. You push all of them out.
I was more thinking the question for Tristan is, do you want to open up that black a little bit?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like he's probably going to be snookered again here.
Yeah.
So do you start thinking, all right, let's open up this black, keep all the balls around that area still.
Yeah, push the black out.
Yeah, just get that black away from those two reds.
She's potting it.
Okay, she's not even...
She's left him on it. You can just develop it here.
I am going for the develop.
Yeah, you just play top, cut it in thin, and it just comes up into that red and pushes the black to the middle.
If that is on?
That's on. If you cannon that red that's on the rail, the black is onto the middle. You only have to hit it.
Yeah, but you need to thin cut it.
That's what I'm saying. You cut it thin on the yellow and come up the rail.
You got to be able to thin cut it.
Oh, from what I'm looking at, he can play it.
I don't.
What's he playing?
I don't know if
Look
you can.
Look at the table. See? He's hitting the reds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So he's just killed the black. would you have tried to push the black out a bit more so get it
Yeah,
open?
it's a tricky one. It just depends what he has in mind. I mean, knowing that black's dead.
Ross got it.
Yeah, I think Tristan should have. I feel like Beck can put him in a pretty tricky spot here. I feel like she has to open up this red now. Okay, she's just playing. If I'm Beck, I'm starting to knock some balls out,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Is that touching? Where he's left the white is a good thing.
You know what? I actually think having the black open would be better for Tristan.
Oh, well and truly, yeah. Just gonna smother it. And then push.
Maybe not anymore, actually.
The red open.
Don't mind it. Do you just put this one in the corner?
Yep.
Just try and get the less balls the better.
If you're gonna pot it, you don't want to leave the double back on the red.
Exactly.
So you've got to bring the white back to where it is now, or up table somewhere.
I think just to screw it back slightly.
Yeah. So now she can.
Yeah, that's
now
good.
She can, if she digs it out, she just puts herself in trouble because the black's not on. So she won't. She'll just bounce this and then put it over a pocket, or snooker him again.
You know what? Now for Beck, you want to be opening up that black.
Yeah.
So look for ways to do that. I'd be trying to get the black, trying to get the red near the black this shot, and then hitting the red onto the black next shot and snookering.
Yep.
Because you got control. The biggest thing here is
the only way she gets up table is to hit the black towards the red towards the yellow now, isn't it? If she cuts it thin, she's going to push it towards the yellow, which is not good for her.
Exactly. The thing is for her, when she does, she's inevitably going to get two shots most times here.
She potted it.
I don't know why she's doing that. So now all she's got,
smother it. Just bounce it off and leave it hard on the red, on the yellow, or right next to the yellow.
Gee, I tell you what, that black's dead though, so she could even just leave the yellow open. Go Tristan, give it a go. But yeah, Tristan can just tap right up, make it so they're in a dead straight line, yellow, red, white, and then Beck can't do anything. She's
just got to have it
hitting her ball
the
towards.
Red, that's it. You've just got to make
just off touching, or even like a centimetre off touching.
That's the shot. That's the shot. But I don't know the gap between the yellow and the red. I think there's a gap, so she can play another little chip up.
Yeah, but it's only going to get
make
closer.
it harder, yeah.
It's only going to get closer.
And closer and closer.
Yeah. If I'm back here, I'm flicking off this red and then trying to get the red out, get it out of the way.
Yeah, see, she's pushing it harder in. I don't actually mind just playing the red on the right and just nudging it and leaving the white next to the yellow.
The red.
Just hit the red on the right hand side.
Yep.
Just touch it and leave it hard on the yellow.
I was looking at that, but I mean, Tristan can just play a nice little snooker now. So
push underneath it, you reckon?
Yeah.
Or he's just going to touch it, or even just try and hit it and push the red up the rail. Like he'll cut the yellow real thin and push the red up the rail, so that it opens the yellow up.
I think if he can get a snooker here, that's massive. Like, you've almost won the game. If you can get a snooker here, it's so hard to get out of.
The screen looks like it, but looking at the table, I don't think he can.
Yeah, okay.
I like... Oh, what's he playing?
Alright, so he's
pushing.
So he's basically saying, Beck, you got
a chance to dig it out, try and pot it and double black.
You got to go for it now. Don't mind it, but you're leaving it. You're leaving it in Beck's hands now. You know.
It's all in Beck's hands.
It's not up to you anymore. It's up to your opponent.
If she nails the red in the middle bag,
yeah,
which you see happen all the time from this shot.
Well, that's it, eh?
Well, he took a gamble and he won.
Yeah, that's it. It's worked out for him, so it wasn't a bad idea. There was obviously a few ways he could have gone.
So do you play this up for the corner, or do you just cut it into the rail and bounce it out for the middle?
Nah, you go straight for the corner, I reckon.
Yeah, I love bouncing these out for the middle.
Oh, do you?
Because I think if you hit the jaws, it rolls across the rail when you play them up the rail. Oh, that's alright. The white hit the rail anyway. That's great.
That's alright.
Yeah, so if it hits the jaws, it bounces and rolls across the rail. But the way he played it different. So the white hit the rail, and then the black came this way.
Yeah, that's it.
Shot. The dreaded in off the middle. So if you're looking at this shot and it looks like an in off to you, what do you do?
If you can, don't hit it so hard that it goes in off. Oh, gee.
You hit it with a heap of side.
Yeah, I think that's why he missed it. He put a lot of side on it.
Yeah.
He probably remembered Kieran's shot earlier, and it was pretty similar, to be honest.
Yeah. It was, and Kieran didn't put the side on and went in off. The one where he thin cut it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly right.
So Tristan tried to avoid it by putting the side on, but makes the pot far harder.
So what's Beck going for, a double? I don't mind it. That's looking good.
Look at this.
Oh my god, that's even better than in.
That is perfect.
That's actually even better than in. That's because if it goes in, obviously you got a pretty tricky long pot.
Yeah, Tristan's definitely going for the face cut here. So he's going to try and double this off the left rail into the top right hand corner pocket.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get it quite right, there's a small chance of a Marcus double off 3 cushions.
That's true too. Well, he's belted it.
Oh, jeez!
He nearly got it too. That is crazy.
So that's what power players do, eh? This is crazy, isn't it?
It is. It's awesome fun.
And I feel like the power play really did put a bit of pressure on the Bandits.
I think the Bandits put it in themselves because they really wanted to stop the power play for the rack pack.
What's that?
I think the Bandits put a lot of pressure on themselves because they really wanted to stop it.
Definitely.
Where I would have thought that really the pressure would be on the rack pack to win because they want the extra score. You know
exactly
what I mean?
right.
So it's amazing how it works both ways.
It definitely does.
Because if you look, like you were talking about the momentum and the cheering, it was all by the Cannington, all by the Bandits.
Yeah, that's
they
it.
were the ones who really got,
Oh my god! That was an interesting frame to say the least.
Alright, so it's 11-8 to the rack pack after they use their power play. Now, do you reckon the Bandits are going to use their power play?
Gee, it's I don't think they should, to be honest. I think they're low on confidence now. They're probably not feeling the best. I think if they use it now, they're probably not going to do that well.
Yeah.
There's a higher chance of them not doing well. I'm sorry.
Because they're not coming off a win.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
not. They're not flying. They're not flowing. So if they do it now, it could really break them. I think use it last, and then you know exactly how many frames you need to win. If you use it in your last in the last round, you know exactly what you need to win. So I think that's the best idea for them.
Okay.
And there's always with this league, there's always potential for a draw as well.
So what does it go down to if it goes to a draw?
Which would be entertaining to say the least. I'm actually not too sure. I
wonder what it would be. It'll probably be like a playoff, of like a what do you call it, where they both have 3 players each and they play playoff.
So they don't do a black ball shootout, do they?
Not in this. Not in Premier League.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be wicked, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be cool.
How intense does that black ball shootout get going?
That would be good. Do they play like a best of 3 or another best of 5 to?
I'll ask and find out. If it goes to a draw, what do you do to 5-game playoff? Yeah.
Yep.
Heard ya.
So yeah, Tristan.
So let's see if what you've just said comes into fruition, because like you said, they've just come off of a loss.
Yeah.
And now they're using their power play. I wonder if this will fire them up. And I wonder if Craigie will their cheering will get louder now that Bandits are using the power play.
Yeah, I think they're just pretty chill people, eh? I don't think they. Yeah, I feel like when it gets to the crunch in the last round and it's close, I feel like they'll
all be yelling.
Yeah, but they're pretty chilled at the moment. And Beck, I tell you what, I don't think has she lost any.
Sorry,
she won 3 out of 3, or is it?
So Nakamara is 2 out of 3. Yep. So Ross Fraser, like you said, he's on 3 out of 3.
Yeah, I thought he was playing well.
He's really cruising.
And so he was the only one that won a frame in the last round there. So in the third round.
So Jack Hunter versus Ben, Rebecca versus Ross, Scott versus Johannes, Kieran versus Tristan, and Steve versus Amanda. I actually like looking at the lineup. I actually like the fact they're using the power play. I think it's a smart move.
You like it?
Looking at player against player, I think Cannington have a good chance of winning at least 3 of them.
Interesting. I feel like it's a pretty tight lineup there. It's yeah, I don't know. Oh,
only time will tell.
Yeah, exactly
only
right.
Time will tell. 1-4-1.
Yeah.
That was me. When I put the 11 on the score, I put 1-4-1 on. Mental Jack's picking me up on it.
That's not bad. Gee, if that yellow goes...
I think she's, just got enough, if you know what I mean. Like, you've got to just miss the red.
Yeah, it's
You've really
tricky.
got to miss the red. But she does have this yellow if she does want to get down there. So, if she wants to make a better angle, she can screw off this.
Trying to get...
Both yellows go. They really do go.
Trying to get the right angles on each of these is very, very tricky though.
Yeah.
It's all about the first shot, which she's not really even going for it. She might even be just going for the. She's been going for that tactical lot, just block pockets. That's kind of how she plays, and it's working for her tonight. That's for sure. But oh, Ross is just he definitely wanted that to sit there. He would have had
I
pretty
like
good control.
I like the way she plays quite a simple game. She doesn't really, go for too much or.
Yeah, exactly right.
She knows she plays within herself is probably the best way, to put it.
Well, most of us probably would have tried to go for that out and missed and left one ball on the table and got snookered for about 5 minutes and then put it out on. So. Oh, gee, that is
left a Chinese snooker, but she's on that yellow ball.
It's probably not a foul snooker though. Wow, she's.
No, she's well and truly on the ball. Oh.
I think she asked for that one to be if that's a foul snooker, but she missed the other one.
I reckon it'd be very close. I reckon it'd be very close to being a foul snooker. Yes. Put it on first straight away. No, you're welcome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's a good shot there. So she's got a couple of options. I'm trying to look at ways to go out, but she's definitely not going to do that.
Well, I'm again the same as when I was saying with Tristan. I don't think that black's easy.
Yeah,
especially to land on it.
No, it's definitely the right play to just
Jack.
maintain the frame.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, look at this. I was thinking she could just block the other top pocket, but
maybe she's looking so she could develop with that yellow, or land and put the black up in the corner.
Yeah, that's just a big shot. Yeah, it's crazy. Just not, and it's not a shot she'd play either. So,
well, it looked like she went for the pot though. So I'm not sure.
I like that by Ross there. Just
great shot.
Putting that black in an even more tricky position.
Yep.
At some stage.
I actually don't mind. Oh, yeah, no, I do, because I think Ross will pot it out. I was saying just push the black further down. Just hit the red and just push the black further down towards the yellow.
Yeah. You kind of want. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you're Ross, I don't think he's playing it, but I was thinking try and snooker her on the closest yellow.
Is he going to screw back and develop? I hope not.
Nah.
Phew. So he must just be putting this yellow under this red. This red under this yellow.
Don't. I'd be looking at trying to get a snooker in here somehow, or at least snooker her from the one closest to the camera here.
Yeah.
So that she has to play her other ball.
I was just thinking if you can cover this yellow.
That's perfect. That's beautiful.
That's a good shot. If you can cover the yellow, then you can dig the black out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get a bit of control and then get the black and the red out of there.
Just wonder if she can just go. You don't really want to be hitting the yellow that's over the pocket, so.
Oh, I do. I cut it thin and just run into the black and go game.
Yeah, fair enough. It's easy.
easy.
What do you reckon?
I don't actually, I don't actually see where he's going. Way doubled that in.
No, this is awesome. He really should be doubling the red out. Just getting both of them out right now. He's got two, right? Just knock them both out. Should have knocked the red and the black out. And then all his balls are on.
I hear you. I just think this cover up and then get it out, because this is, you know, he's covered that pocket now. He's got a bit of control and just bounce them both out. Oh, he's missed it.
I think he had an awesome opportunity there, but
Yep.
so now Beck can just obviously get her yellow out of the way here.
Just kick it from behind, you reckon?
Either way, as long as you get it out, doesn't really matter how. Whatever way you think's best. I'd play it this way, screw back, yeah, but not that hard.
It could bounce and go.
Yeah, that's
bounce
well,
in the
that's
middle
good
of the
as
table.
well.
That's all good. You reckon Ross will have a go? Have a dip with the power play?
Gee.
Double for the corner for the 2 points.
Here's a shot. Get this one in.
Yeah.
Bottom left as we look, and promote the black.
So pot this one in the bottom left. Yep.
Yeah. So
And
he
then
really
try
should have
and-
done it now, but
Yeah.
unless you
The
know.
ball he just potted was the one to promote it though.
No.
Wasn't it?
No.
No.
I was thinking almost natural angle, just a bit of top left, off the rail, come off and knock it out.
Oh, okay.
You got almost a free shot at it, but too late now. He's going for the double. He's got the right angle here.
Okay, so it's 12. Can leave himself the double. Get down there, get down there.
Yeah, that's the shot. I think that's.
And if he hasn't got the angle, he's got the markers as well, you know.
Yeah, but you don't want to be relying on a Marcus double.
I love markers.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I love them. I think they're a bigger pocket than the one in the corner.
Yeah, true.
You know, it's a
Well, if you
bigger
know where to
pocket.
hit him, you know where to hit him. But if you don't, then
This
it's
is for
pretty
2
tricky.
points. Get in. Oh, kiss. Oh.
Gee, Beck filled in for Craigie in the Super League and took 4 out of 5 against the Tommy Guns, which include Luke Foster, Ben Foster,
Yep. Thomas Warren.
Tommy, Matty
Yeah.
Gilmore, Danny, all those boys.
Yeah, nice.
So she's obviously playing well. That's not ideal, but not bad. It's,
But now you've got to play the black into the middle.
yeah, that black's just yeah. I mean the white's awkward, so the position to get to the black is awkward now. She really did want to get a few more inches there, just off the rail into the middle of the table. But now she's faced with this. I think you do really just need to roll this in.
And then the black in
Yeah.
the middle, yep.
Just gotta back yourself. This is tricky.
Was that white run into the corner?
I like that. She just composes herself. She goes over to the table, grabs her towel, wipes her cue. Some people get down and rush these things, but you know, obviously, most important shot of the whole frame, and
It
You
is.
wanna
I'm
take
just
time.
wondering how close she is to the end off here.
that's another good
It looks
point.
awfully close. And she's only got top on the white.
Yeah, exactly right. And
Yeah,
that's
she
why
went
she's
the
gone for the double. Oh, and she's flipped the triple.
tripled it. Oh, she's
Jesus, this is crazy.
13.
This is crazy.
So
What a turnaround,
7-2
eh?
down. Was it 7-2 or 8?
So, yeah, they were 7-2, yeah.
7-2.
And then 7-3 when they took the power
7-3.
play.
To now being 13-8 up.
Yeah, they've only won the one frame since.
Isn't that awesome?
See, that power play means a lot, doesn't it? while we've got a little bit of time here, just let everyone know the Premier Winter comp is going to start in a couple of weeks. Is that
Yeah,
right?
not far away.
Um,
Starts on the 13th of February. The nominations close.
13th.
Nominations closed on the
past
13th. Yeah, nominations closed on the 13th of February.
Okay.
But we've still got one team to finalise. So there's 7 teams at the moment. They're looking to finish the 8th team. They nearly got one.
Yep.
And I tell you what, these teams are awesome. So
yeah.
the Cannington Bandits have got Manda, Tristan, Ross Fraser, Johannes, Viet, Duran, Ben, and then Rackham have got Vince Lawson, Vic Marcello, Gordon Whitaker, Sam Gilkinson, Tip Matui. The Warriors got Nathan McMahon, Alan Brown, Tommy Warren, Lee Vernon, Ash Parkinson, and Tanya Brown.
I think that's the team to beat, to be honest.
It's a huge team, isn't it?
And obviously Cannington, reigning champs. I think those 3 are probably your top 3 sides. But there are a few others they're all pretty much borderline 450 points, which is the max.
The Craigie Rack Packer there, so they're doing pretty good right now. So same team, it looks like they can fit the same team in.
Yep,
so Kieran, Steve, Scott, and Beck. There's a couple of interesting teams there. You've got the Thunder. So Alex Kingsbury, Dave Collingwood, Simon Gray, Gino, John Byrne, Al Bab. That's not a bad little team.
Yeah, definitely.
And
they're all good.
Then the Q Power Rhinos. So you got Clint Kapler, Craig Jones, Darren Janets, Paul Kane, Liam Curry, and Ian Taylor. So with Clint in that team, you never know. I mean, they didn't have Clint this summer. They've had that team and they've
topped
the
ladder last year, didn't they?
The Rhinos.
Yeah, Q Power did. Yeah, I suppose it is fairly different to. I think the only person that was in the team last year was Liam Curry, actually, but
yep.
Q Power definitely topped the ladder. But anyway, back to this game.
Yeah.
It's Kieran's got. I mean, a small opportunity, but this is not an easy out. I'll be looking at ways to play safe, but gee, she don't really like Reds at all here.
Just because of that red in between the yellows there, by the black.
Yeah, and he's versing Tristan. I feel like, Tristan will be licking his lips to this one. Wow, and now Scotty over there. This is
Scotty Alexander.
This is quite bizarre, I tell ya. 14-8. So there's two more frames in this one.
They need to win these 2.
Absolutely.
They have to win these 2.
Well, they need to win these 2, and then they need to win 4-1 in the last round. It's getting extremely difficult.
Oh yeah.
But anything's possible. They do have their top 2 players at the table now. You got Manda over on one end and Tristan here. So can't really ask for 2 better players to be at the table right now. So let's hope they both get it. I want to see a nice close final here. It's could be good. What just happened then? What's that? Tristan play his shot? Did he time foul? I actually missed it. Yeah, I really don't like Reds. Tristan might have actually just tapped up, but I'm not too sure. Tristan would be looking at trying to get this yellow in past the red, but don't know if he can do it. Just having a bit of a look. Yeah, he used a bit of spin there to get the white into a spot where he could do that. It's a nice little shot there. He's got complete control of this frame. But he wants to get even more control. Yeah, that's nice as well. Just didn't have to really do anything too special there. Just get his balls in better spots, basically, is all he can do at the moment. Kieran's got his work cut out. That red is just going to give him so much grief for this whole frame. Ideally, you'd be looking at trying to block that pocket with a red, that top right pocket as we look. You want to try and get a red over it. But not really many options for that either, so... I actually think I was happy with that red where it was if I were Tristan. As I was saying, Kieran would be looking to try and block that right hand pocket, that top right pocket. And now Tristan's actually given Kieran a ball that could potentially do it. With that ball over the bottom left pocket there, it's pretty much impossible to block it with that ball, so that Kieran's got a little bit more of, a few more options here. I think Kieran will be just basically looking to block this pocket. If he can get a nice block here, he'll be pretty happy. Oh, out on the other table. Gee, I didn't see that red over on the right hand side cushion for Steve Papalier over there. Thought he was looking very good for an out as well, but pretty tricky. Yeah, those shots are so difficult just to try and get it right over the hole. You really don't want to risk dropping it in.
Yeah,
never
they really
ever.
are.
So, and that's obviously what was going through Kieran's mind. And that's why he keeps leaving a gap, because you just don't want to pot it. But now Kieran's got a good chance to do it now. He won't have a better opportunity than this.
So what would you do here, mate?
Get that red over the pocket.
Just try and chip it on the left so that you don't pot it. Just like push it into the jaw. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, no,
Great
that's
shot.
actually a really nice shot. Now if you're Tristan, you're blocking the other pocket. I feel
Yeah.
with that one on the rail there. Yeah. Oh, that's nice as well. You know, I think he was more going for the position of the white as opposed to the position on the yellow. Because if Kieran can only see this one over the pocket, then it's really the only ball he can go for unless he finds a way to come off probably a few rails. I think he might even just be deliberately fouling. He knows he's in a good position right now. Leaving that white right on the top of the rail.
Pushing.
That's really nice.
It's made it as difficult as possible.
So Tristan really does need to block this bottom right pocket at some point earlier rather than later. Gee, I don't know about opening them all up. I don't think it was really.
And Craigie's got another one on the board.
This is actually quite bizarre, isn't it?
It's crazy, isn't it? So they've shut out the power play.
Huge comeback.
They've really shut out the power play.
Yeah.
15-8.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day, this power play. If you can do well on your power play and do well on their power play, you're pretty much hard to lose from there. Now if this is it. If Tristan loses this one, it's game over.
Correct.
So they haven't actually won a frame in their power play yet.
No. And Craigie won 4 out of 5 of theirs.
It's a nice shot by Tristan there. Holding for position is actually pretty tricky, I feel.
So out of the last 10 frames, Craigie's won 9 of them.
Yeah, okay, he's going this way. That's okay. That's a beautiful
great shot.
by Tristan.
Played that well.
Yeah, so he's looking at trying to get the white through the gap. This is such a tricky shot.
Do you need to get it through the gap though?
Well, that's what he's looking at.
What would you do? Like, I've seen a few people who play this and screw back, and I've seen other people who play it aside and come just roll off the rail for them.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
so
hit that
such
really
a good
well.
shot.
Hit that really well.
There you go.
And he keeps the dream alive.
Well done. So they just need to win 5-0 in the next round, and then it'll be a draw.
He keeps
so that's a 15-10,
10.
because that was a
Double
power play.
Yeah, power play.
Gee, they'd be spewing with that though.
Definitely.
So I feel like I was right with the.
You were, mate.
I think
I was very surprised with how that came out. I thought they would at least win 3 of them.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's easy to say in hindsight, but I do feel they should have played their power play last.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, to answer your questions before, it's basically a race to 16.
It is now, yeah.
So Rackpack win 1, they've got it, and Bandits have no chance of getting to 16, so they can only draw.
They can only draw. And looking at what the score was before the Craigie used their power play, you would never have guessed this scoreline.
Absolutely.
Never have guessed it.
7-2 at one point. Now they all really do have to step up. Everything has to go their way.
And that's 11 out of what? Yeah, they've won 10 out of the 11 last 11 frames. Craigie's won 10 of the last 11. That's crazy.
10 of the last 12.
12?
Yeah. Sorry, 11 of the last 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, sorry,
10
9 of the
10.
last 11?
Yeah, 10 of the last. Yeah. So
9 of the last 11 they've won. Yeah. Pretty impressive, and that's in both power plays as well, so very important.
That is huge.
So
we got Rebecca O'Mara versus Johannes and Scott Alexander versus Tristan first up. So the Bandits have everything to do, and the Craigie only need to win one. All the yellows are open, so Tristan's got a good chance here to clear the table. That's a good shot. He's just got to navigate his way around these last few balls.
So Tristan's
on the yellows. He's putting out, but he's got to really navigate his way around these last couple of balls. He's going to go for the cut and try and just bounce it back out.
I was going to say, this looks like
huge
it.
Oh! Didn't mean to do that, but put his hand up. But he's still got a chance here. He can play the plan.
Oh, this is tricky. Oh, is it? I feel like it is. I feel like he has to cut it a fair bit, and the white's going away. Yeah, he'd be putting a bit of right-hand side on this to slow the ball. Oh, that's beautiful.
Just enough.
And Tristan has really stepped up. I should not say that because I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him. But he's really stepped up these last few frames. Beautiful shot, Tristan. So, if he can get this one. That'll do.
That's a great shot.
Jeez.
I thought it was going to stop, didn't you?
Yeah, so did I. So I've got that.
Wowzers. So that makes it 11.
Yeah, I feel like there's still a bit of life left in this one, to be perfectly
Oh, most
honest.
definitely.
If Johannes can get this one, the pressure goes back onto the rack pat. So, and who's up now on the front table? I feel like it's Mandar. Um, so we've got Mandar up now. There's actually a big frame here. Mandar versus Jack Hunter. Arguably the two top players of each side. You know, you got Mandar and Tristan on the Bandits that are, you know, top quality players, but Jack on the Craigie team is you know, a huge player, arguably their best player. So this is a big frame, big frame.
Big frame.
Gee, and I haven't actually been watching much of Beck's frame, but you just look at the table. She's got 3 reds, blocking 3 pockets. She's got this game figured out tonight, hasn't she?
I think she's on yellows, isn't she?
I am pretty sure she's on red. Oh, I'm pretty sure she's on reds.
I thought Johannes put the red on the pocket, but I could be wrong.
No. Yeah.
There you go.
Gee, I tell you what, she's in a good
She's playing
spot.
well, isn't she?
Yeah, she's stepped up.
That's a great shot by Jack.
Taking a leaf out of Beck's book, just blocking all the pockets, mate. Oh, that's a nice shot by Johannes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bit of work in both frames here. There's no real out opportunities.
Can Mando play that little chip off or push it off this yellow and get it onto the pocket?
Yeah, I was looking at that. What are you looking at the bottom right?
Yeah, just
corner
cut
here,
that into
yeah.
this yellow and just drifting it onto the.
Yeah, I was
yellow.
going to say I feel like it was going to hit the other yellow, but yeah, I think he kind of knew it and he's just got him out of there. Basically, he wasn't liking that situation at all.
Really.
Yeah,
It's actually landed all right for him.
definitely. So I just wonder how Beck's going to do this. Is she going for the out now? I think she might be. Oh, that black's a bit tied up actually. So going for the out now wouldn't be maybe the best option, but
I don't think she has to, but she doesn't want to leave it too late.
I feel like she'll just block a pocket again.
Yeah. I don't know how close it is to the pocket. Very hard to tell. Mando's got a good chance here because I think that yellow does go in the corner in the top left, but I don't know what he's going to do with the one under the black. He's going to try and push it under.
Yeah, he kind of just wants to get. Gee, I don't know.
It's going to push the yellow out though, isn't it? It doesn't look like it goes under clean. Maybe come this way and come around and play into it from this red. You can actually go for the pot in the corner and just nudge it open.
Yeah, he just wants to get it out. Yeah, I like that.
There it is. That's a great shot.
That's beautiful. And
That's what he
leaves the
needed,
white there.
wasn't it?
I like it. I like it a lot.
As long as he hasn't accidentally left Jack on a perfect push shot straight to the middle, which I don't think he has.
Yeah, well, if he has, then that's I feel like there's a bit of a gap between the white and the yellow. So
If there is, you reckon Jack can just skim off the yellow and push the red up the rail?
yep, definitely definitely what he's looking at. That's for sure.
Wow.
He's just completely gone
Wow.
for it, eh?
Oh, what a shot. I did not see that coming.
I reckon he was trying to open that. Oh, yeah, what was he? What was he going for? He was trying to. Or was he trying to cut it in?
Don't know, man.
That's actually like. I just wonder if he was actually just trying to cut his ball in. He hit it pretty bloody hard. Oh, gee, come on.
He's actually been unfortunate there to, not be on anything.
Yeah. Gee, that's actually a good point. I mean, now Jack's in a very.
Yeah, it was a good shot if he hit the black a little bit differently and the white came out a bit more,
Yeah, I mean, that red.
Is he going to play a thin cut now? No, just drift it, and leave the white touching.
Okay, well, here we go. I think this is the.
I wonder if he can get to this yellow on the bottom rail, or the one on the bottom of the screen, and cut that across under the red. It looks like he can.
Oh, you reckon like now?
Yeah, cut it under now.
Yep, I think he can do that, but that's a. I don't know. I feel like if he can get that one down the up the top of the table there, like the furthest away from the camera, or if he can get this in as well.
That's him.
Yeah.
Now he can get the one you're talking about. So he's definitely on that now. See the ball at the very top of the table, just above the black.
Yeah, I think it's a very tricky shot. It's actually the camera makes it look a bit easier than it actually is.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like it's more of a cut than it really does look on the screen here.
Yep.
So very tricky, and then getting position from there, not easy either. But I feel like it's his only shot. So ideally, he gets this in, comes in between the cushion and the yellow, and lands on the one up the closest to the camera here.
That's the shot.
Oh,
bounce.
That'll do.
That'll do. Look at the bounce. What a bounce.
That worked out well.
That was really nice. So here he's got to land. You can pot this one in the corner, but land high so you can play the yellow off the red, but bring the white back out. So you're above the other yellow into the same pocket.
I think land the white on the cushion. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'd actually go higher.
Yeah, you like going higher, don't you? But
yeah, because landing on the cushion is like such a small area where I can land higher, I can land anywhere higher. So I try to land,
Yeah, but if you land on the cushion, which is actually not that hard to do, I don't think. See, just like that, and it's natural angle coming out, and you want to get that white past that yellow.
Yep.
And then you're on both balls.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think he's got a top throw now. He's got too straight.
This out is just definitely top through.
Well, he's got a top throw over here now. He's stopping through to.
No, that's what he wants to do anyway.
So then he doesn't. He doesn't have to worry about moving the red out the way. He can just pot the ball.
That is perfect.
Just a screw back and he's on the yellow. Who do you reckon will get first, Beck or Jack? They both look pretty good. Beck's got the develop perfect. I think he's just got to roll it in and take it from where it lands.
Yeah, definitely. Can he just roll it in?
Beck's landed perfect. And Jacko's landed perfect.
There you go. I feel like
they'll both be at the exact same time. Oh no, Beck's down on the shot.
Beck wants to win it first. Oh, Jack's going down pretty quick. He wants to get the win. Oh,
she's
Beck.
gone the corner. She's gone the corner.
Oh!
Beck's got it. And then Jack's got it.
Just to make sure of it.
Just to seal the deal.